Now do it the way I'm showing you here. Breathe out and tighten down. Contract your abs forcefully. Be conscious of how hard you're contracting your abs. Make sure that you've expelled the air and that you're tightening up from the inside out. You're creating that intra-abdominal pressure. The same internal rotation position. As we take the bar up and then bring it down, okay, I always tell you guys, if you're going to do this, stop here. Okay, the extra inches that you go all the way down to your chest, all that does is tilt your scapula further forward and drive your shoulder more into internal rotation. Even if you're trying to pinch your shoulder blades together, the weight down here mechanically is going to tilt forward and cause this to go into further internal rotation.
The benefits of performing an arch have been covered. We get to shorten the moment arm between the barbell and the shoulder. We also get to reduce the range of motion by expanding the thoracic cavity. And we also put the musculoskeletal system in a greater position to generate force, with the shoulder joint being placed firmly against the bench and the muscle of the shoulder girdle being at an optimal length to produce force. Ultimately, these all allow us to train more muscle mass more effectively, which ultimately can contribute to improved performance and results from our training.
Forget about lowering the bar all the way to your chest. I've already talked about, as a physical therapist, the risk reward to go this extra couple inches for whatever you think that extra stretch is are not beneficial enough to make it worth your while. So I say in fashion, the side benefits here. Number one, by far more core activation than there is in just laying down on your back on a bench. That we're always striving for here, and we'll take every opportunity we can to get that. Secondly, we actually
So to summarize, if your hips rise significantly before the plates leave the floor, you probably set up with your hips too low in the first plate. So to summarize, if your hips rise significantly before the plates leave the floor, you probably set up with your hips too low in the first place. So to summarize, if your hips rise significantly before the plates leave the floor, you probably set up with your hips too low in the first place.
Yeah!
You're contracting the glutes forward. You're contracting the glutes forward. Okay, so when you swing down, squeeze and push your hips forward, push them forward so the glutes can contract and have more control over that power. So that's the finish of the exercise. So we're going to do 10, squeeze forward, 9, 8, 7,
our knee, our other arm's going to be up overhead straight, and we're just going to really think about getting a nice concentration curl on that lower arm. So we're going all the way down, all the way up, full range of motion. My legs are going to